Hello there.
Yes, hello there and welcome to today's lore video featuring the Vulture Droid. Now, if the B1 battle droid was by far the most common droid unit used by the separatists on the surface of so many worlds during the Clone Wars, the Vulture class droid was by far the most common starfighter. Now, much like the B1 battle droids, Vulture Starfighters needed to be fielded in huge numbers to create any real threat. The Naboo first encountered the droid starfighters at the Trade Federation outpost station TFP-9, and not long after, Viceroy Newt Gunray commanded the Federation's forces to blockade and then invade Naboo under orders from Sith Lord Darth Sidious. After extensive testing, the Neimoidians understood the foibles of the Vulture Droids. None too intelligent and lacking the cunning of a seasoned organic starfighter pilot, Vulture Droids were predictable. Unshielded, they were quickly destroyed by better pilots, and as a result, the Neimoidians fielded vast swarms of the mass-produced droid fighters, relying on sheer weight of numbers to beat down any opponents. The Battle of Naboo showed, however, that this tactic was not always successful when the Trade Federation was defeated. When the Vulture Droids lost the signal from the droid control ship, which was destroyed by young Anakin Skywalker, they all pretty much just self-destructed. A tactic built into the original design in order to prevent the droids being captured and analysed by their enemies. And when the Trade Federation joined the Separatists, many of their Vulture Droids received the blue and white colour scheme of the CIS. The droids were then produced by both Horchal Engineering and other allied companies such as Droid Armour Workshop. By now though, opponents of the Confederacy, particularly the Jedi, had discovered that the Vulture Droids were easily confused and slow to react when tricked into firing on Allied forces. During the Battle of Coruscant, in the closing months of the Clone Wars, General Grievous deployed innumerable Vulture Droids both in space and in attacks on the planet itself. Grievous ordered suicide squads to smash into civilian buildings as well as to provide support for battle droid assault groups on the ground. In the midst of the chaos, Jedi General Mace Windu captured and rode atop a Vulture Droid using wires and cables from its smashed head as a handhold and as a way to guide the ship as he required, and shooting down many other Vultures as he passed. Now, Vulture class droid starfighters were an incredibly fast machine and they were capable of flight maneuvers that could have killed any other organic pilot. Linked to their droid control ships, Vulture Droids were able to react and move to neutralize threats quickly, but they used simplistic, predictable tactics. After the Battle of Naboo, as with the majority of CIS droids, the Vulture Droids were given greater autonomy to avoid the problem of deactivation after the loss of the control signal. Designed by Horchal Engineering, the bird-like Vulture Droid was typical of their religious zeal for higher precision design and manufacturing. The Trade Federation commissioned the droids and ensured that they were fully tested before being deployed to their fleets. The paranoid Neimoidians wanted to make sure the starfighter shield they were to hide behind was capable of defending them. And twice the droid starfighters defeated pirate groups, which was something that greatly satisfied the mercantile Neimoidians. Now, under normal situations, the Vulture starfighters were stored in racks in Trade Federation or Separatist ships or installations. In these racks they could be refueled, recharged and repaired, and they could quickly deploy from the racks for patrol or combat duties. The droids used solid fuel slugs for propulsion, which limited their flight time to a paltry 35 minutes, and as a result, the Trade Federation deployed the droids in carefully timed swarms, with ships swapping out to refuel while others took their place. Vulture droids were able to operate equally well both in space and in a planet's atmosphere, an important consideration in the Trade Federation's plans for the planet of Naboo. In flight, they mounted 2 blaster cannons on each wing as well as 2 energy torpedo launchers on the main fuselage. In normal flight, these guns were concealed, with the wings opening to reveal the weapons for combat. Much later, just prior to the Clone Wars, the Vulture Droid had a missile launcher installed inside each wing, requiring it to split the wings yet further to fire. And these launchers could fire Discord missiles that carried buzz droids to their targets. Now, Vulture Droids were referred to as having variable geometry because they could split their wings open entirely and use the 4 limbs to walk about on patrol as towering battle droids. Later in the Clone Wars, the droids would also be stationed on the outer surface of large capital ships so as to surprise attacking starfighters or infantry groups attempting to board Separatist craft. However, in walking mode, the Vulture Droids could use only their torpedoes for attack or defense, as their other weapons were uselessly pointed downward. And that is the Vulture Droid in a nutshell. So, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you on the next one, and until then, may the Force be with you.